This is a sidebar on trademarks, episode 98 on Kelly Bagla's Go Legal Yourself podcast, and we're a few episodes away from celebrating our 100th episode, which you're not going to want to miss.
Welcome to the Go Legal Yourself podcast. This show is about knowing the legal life cycle of your business. Welcome you, my legal beagle, to another sidebar on Go Legal Yourself. Today's sidebar is about trademarks. You might have heard that word probably thrown about, but do you really know what that means? Do you know how to use a trademark? Do you know how to represent it to the world? Well, let me share a little bit with you. First of all, let me share a little story so you understand how important trademarks are to any business. There was a man named Jack. By the way, I really like that name, Jack. You know, it's just so wholesome and so simple. Jack, maybe my big Saint Bernard. I think I might call him Jack. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know if Jack's a good name for a Saint Bernard. Going back to Jack and his business, Jack was in the business of promotional products. So he sold anything that you wanted with your logo on it. It could be mugs, it would be tumblers, it would be stationery, pens, bags, you name it, anything. Swag, basically, right? Swag. Do you know what swag stands for? This is so funny. Somebody had mentioned what swag stands for. Stuff, right? I have to write this down so I can share it with you properly. I don't actually stuff. S is for stuff. Oh, stuff we all get. Swag. Stuff we all get, right? So it's a great way to promote your business. It's a great little giveaways if you're at a trade show. So people remember what your business name is. That's all about swag. Well, this is the business that Jack was in. So Jack was in business. He's been in business for 7 years and he sold his products on through his website, which means that his website went global, right? So people could order from different parts of the world. They could order from him within the States. And his trademark or his name was Swag Dog. Swag Dog. I love it, right? He's talking about it's fun. It's young, it's energetic, right? It's swag dog, right? Everybody understands what swag is. So he's been running this business for a while. All of a sudden, he gets a letter from an attorney from New York, and this letter is a cease and desist. The first thing Jack does is he gives me a call. He says, Kelly, I have this letter here. Could you please take a look at it? I took a look at it, and guess what? The name Swag Dog, it was already trademarked. It was a registered trademark by a company in New York. And even though Jack used that name for 7 years, he created goodwill. He's the creator of the name and the logo. Because this New York company registered the mark with the USPTO first, Jack had to give up all his rights to that name, all of them. And so 7 years of building goodwill, 7 years of reaching out to all of his clients and saying, this is going to be my new name. Could you imagine the heartbreak and the pain Jack went through? That's 7 years of your life marketing that one name. Everybody knows who you are. And he had to give it up. Why? Because he didn't trademark that name first. The moral of the story is, if you are using a business name to promote your business, and you have been in business for a while, and you still have not registered your name that you're using for your business, I think it's about time that you did that ASAP, because anyone at any time can come by and register that name, even though you're the creator of it, and take it from you and then send you a cease and desist to stop using that name that you've been using for a long time. Extremely heartbreaking, not to mention the expense. Do you have some money under your mattress that you pull out because of all of a sudden you have to change all of your marketing for your business for 7 years? Do you have that money just sitting there to pay an attorney to try to defend you, to try to fight this? We're business owners, right? We don't have extra money just laying around for these particular situations. I bring you these stories because as a business owner, I want you to be aware of what could go wrong, right? That's the whole idea about sidebars. I need you to understand that your business is an important asset of your life. It's what people know you for, right? It's how you create momentum, not just nationally, but internationally as well. Jack was international. That's right. And he had to call all of his clients and say, I'm sorry, this is my new business now. Do you think they were going to stick around and say, okay, Jack, we'll make sure we try to find you next time we're going to order something? Nobody does that. No one does that. So make sure that you are at least filing for registration for a trademark for your name. By the way, you do have common law rights to the name. And the way you claim those common law rights is you start using that little TM after the name. Start using the TM. The only time you can use an R in a circle is once your trademark has been approved by the USPTO. That's the only time. Other than that, you're not allowed to use it. Okay, so at least claim common law rights to your name. But just keep in mind, if someone beats you to the punch, it's not about how long you've been using a name or a logo or a mark. It's about who files first. I am your legal friend, attorney Kelly Bagler, and it's been my pleasure being your host today. Until next time, cheers to your success.
Produced by Imagine Podcasting, we help businesses eliminate competition by elevating their brand and message to be heard. Visit imaginepodcasting.com for more information.